Could another billionaire jump in on this whole thing? That's a big question, because they're all like, oh my God, I don't want Elon. Please don't let it be Elon. Is there some liberal billionaire out there ready, willing, and able to buy us? Because otherwise, we run the risk that Elon's going to control everything. He's going to have this, quote, media capture, as CNN likes to write. This is the whole theory, right? They get this whole theory about Viktor Orban over in Hungary, and somehow he's accomplished a quote-unquote media capture because he's got his friends that have bought the networks and he's in charge, and so then he influences things. I'm like, wait a second, like, what do you think happened? What do you think we've been dealing with? I mean, heck, George Clooney, he was able, Obama's friend, to get Biden tossed. You had Jake Tapper aggressively working with David Plouffe and David Axelrod and Obama to toss Joe Biden because they thought he couldn't win. I mean, if you didn't think that the media wasn't controlled by a bunch of leftist billionaires, I'm sorry, I got news for you, all right? That's just the way it's been. And so they're upset, saying, oh my gosh, this is going to be just like Viktor Orban over in Hungary. So they're like, could anybody at all possibly buy this besides Elon Musk? Who we got? Oh, there's this guy.
Donald Trump, you never see him around strong, intelligent women, ever. It's just that simple.
Except not even he wants it. No, Mark Cuban is too smart for that. It's like Shark Tank. Nope, sorry, I'll pass. So CNN reached out to him. They said, would Cuban, a key billionaire surrogate, not a very good one, for Vice President Kamala Harris, have any interest in MSNBC? I asked him, writes this Brian something guy. Yeah, I think that, didn't Handy call him like Humpty Dumpty or Mr. Potato Head or something? There was like some funny name for him. He was like at CNN, and then he got fired from CNN and got some kind of position, fellowship, whatever, at Harvard University, because that's where everybody goes to die, and then came back now to CNN. He's like resurfacing in some other capacity, not as the host, thank God, of an on-air show. You know, you do kind of need to sort of fit the part a little bit. Anyway, this guy writes, I don't think, or he asked him, he's like, I asked him, and he got this quote. Cuban said, I don't think there is anything anyone can do to change the impact of linear TV news. So the answer is no. It feels like a Shark Tank episode. The answer is no. People feel like MSNBC is not doing enough to rival Fox. I don't see that. What could they do differently? Manufacture conspiracy theories? Oh, well, didn't Rachel do that? I mean, she did that quite successfully, right? That's actually why they got ratings for a while. Go all in on crypto? Ha, ha, ha. I would rather promote Blue Sky. This is this alternative to X, and hope it helps them aggregate audience. Okay, so Mark Cuban's out. Short answer is no one wants this thing. No one, because guess what? Television, linear TV, cable television is done. It's over. And not even the most liberal of billionaires is willing to fork over the money for it. So you get back to, okay, if somebody were to buy it, and I don't necessarily think Elon would, he's just entertaining everyone and perhaps keeping the news cycle going a bit longer. Would he buy it? Well, look, he would fire Joy Reid. He would fire likely Mika and Joe. Maybe he'd put Tucker in. Joe Rogan has volunteered to do a show. But you know what? Nobody really needs to do that anymore. That's the truth of it. Who wants to go work for somebody else? Like, if you can do this completely on your own, then why would you actually need to answer to a boss? So I think it would be hard. I think it would be challenging to get big names, podcasters that have a decent sized audience. Reminder, subscribe, share, like, make sure that we grow this audience here. I think it'd be very hard to get any real brands to come over and want to build that with you, because there's so much more autonomy, independence, and freedom over here on the other side ourselves. So it would be an uphill battle. Granted, you know, he's taken on challenges before and he's always succeeded. So I do think if anybody were to do it, it would be Elon. He might wait a couple years until the stock price sinks. You just let Joy Reid loose, and I'm telling you, the stock price will sink. I'll tell you one thing that's not sinking, not our picks over at 76 Research. So this is the financial research company that I have together with a very dear friend named Rob Horden. And Rob and I have 3 different model portfolios, 10 to 15 stocks in each one, and they've just all been flying. I mean, take a look at some of these here. You get the financials of 37%, you get the number 2 stock pick up 35%, energy of 30%, another energy pick up 29%. You get the picture, okay? So we are beating the S&P, which is always the goal. And not easy, I should point out, not easy these days, right? Given where the S&P has been, it has been just such a record run. And by the way, I should point out, since the election, these things are doing even better. So go sign up for one of those model portfolios today. Or you can go to 76research.com and just get the standard 76 report. We got tons of information every single week for you in there. Lots of times we give you names as well. So 76research.com. Go there, sign up. It's code word dollar. You can get it for the first 2 months for just $1 a month. Then it goes to $9.95. If you tack on one of these, I mean, it's worth it. One of the portfolios, I think it's just $22 extra a month if you do the actual math. So take a look at that. Also, consider this as our free Invest in MAGA guide, investinmaga.com, because everything's been on a tear. You want to be part of this boom. This is totally free. Just get this. It's a big overview of everything that's succeeding right now, all the sectors that are in play. We've got names specifically there for you. So it's a great introductory product. So you can get to know me and Rob, of course. Hopefully you know me, but you got to get to know him too. He's brilliant, really smart, has been investing for decades and ran billions of dollars on Wall Street. So we are very lucky to have him. And it's a great, great guide.